Hi guys, so today I'm going to give you Artsupply, what I use and how I use it. I don't know how much time I got on my camera because I tried filming 3 times and it died all the times, but I think we just will get started now, and yeah, let's just get started. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick, so I have like a bit hard to talk for a long period of times, but let's get going. First off, I wanted to show you what I use when I draw. Let's find it. I use regular printer paper. Believe it or not, regular printer paper. It's not the best, but it do works fine for me, and it's actually pretty neat because it's cheap and you just buy a bundle of it and use it for sketches. That's what I use it for. I use it mainly for sketching and such. It's not that expensive. I don't know. I think it's 90 GSM. I'm not sure. I don't really care. It's the paper. And then I use this bad boy for all my other art. I use with my watercolors, my markers, but I can't speak, and my color pencils. It's really versatile, and it's 200 GSM, 100% cellulose, whatever that is, grain free. No, what? Stop. Cold pressed, I meant to say, and it's acid free, and it's for watercolors. I bought it on MaxiPack on Panduro, which is a Swedish store. Panduro, that's how you say it. It's 22 times 32 centimeters, and it was 100 in it. Canson Montreal Aquarelle. It's really good. I love it. Well, maybe I should show you a few works I did on them. Let's do that. Let's take up some random stuff I have lying around. This one, for example. Just move it away. This I done on the paper. It's a galaxy cat, kind of. I really do like it. The paper stayed really good throughout. As you can see, it's not that buckled as most paper gets. It put up the color really well, being a 200 GSM. It didn't go through. It just left it a nice finish, and the colors could play around as I wanted, just like I want. This is just a simple one. I have this linked in my description to my Divine Thought page where you can see more of my art. But this is just an example of what I've been doing with it. It also happens to be my favorite piece at the moment. So yeah, that's how the paper works. Then we have, let's go get it, watercolors. These are my watercolors I use. It's pans. It's full pans. And they're from St. Petersburg, and it's called White Nights. I don't know if you can see. Yes, White Nights. It's artist quality, and it's 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I really like them, but they're kind of expensive. Well, not really expensive. They were the cheapest one that was around in the store I was ordering from. But I really wanted to try watercolors, so I was like, what the hell, let's just go with them. They're artist quality, and I think they're decent enough for a new beginner. It's also a Russian brand. I don't really care for brands, but if you want color vivid pictures, like I showed you my art, one of my arts, that's what you can get with it if you work it out well, that is, and you know how to use it. Otherwise it won't help you that much. Let's see, next thing is pencils. You're gonna see some scruffy pencils here. Okay, let's see. These are my pencils. I have one very sad little pencil right here. Brush? What, pencil? That doesn't even make sense. Sorry guys, I meant brush of course. I have a very sad little brush here. It's brandless, kind of dead, but I use it when I mix colors. Poor little guy. It's a 4 by the way. Number 4, I like it. Then I have some more from Pandora Hobby. This is a 12. Also mostly used for like not that often anymore. I don't really like it because I have other pencils that I use more frequently. But it's decent enough. It's kind of have a weird grip when you do it, and it's synthetic, I think. I think this is made of real hair because it feels like real hair, but I'm not sure. This is synthetic. Is that what it's called? Synthetic? Okay, let's just go with it. It's synthetic. It's not real hair. It doesn't come off though when you pull in it, which I shouldn't do, but I do it anyway. Then we have a number 6, which is also from Pandora Hobby. That's pretty much the same, only for small areas. Kind of miscolored, which everyone gets after a while. Then I have a number 2. This one I use quite a bit for small details, such as faces and flowers and yeah, stuff. You will know. Then I have my precious one, which is a gold line. I don't know, I bought it at a store when I ordered another pencil, and I like it. It's kind of smooth, it stays together. It's still not real hair, but I don't really want to get into real hair brushes until I know I can control these little guys better. Then we have kind of a sad story. A number 4 pencil that have to give half its life to something else. I did this to it. I cut off the most of the hair and I decided you're gonna get smaller, dude, and I just kind of killed it. But it actually do work fine. I use this for my opaque white when I add details. I know I can buy smaller brushes, but who cares really. Then I have my baby, which I bought not that long ago. I kind of already killed it though. I need a new one. It's a Pentel Aquash brush, which you fill water in. You can see it's so hard with cameras. It's water in it at least. You're supposed to fill it up to this line right above my nail, and it's kind of awesome. I like it, even though the hairs are getting kind of all over the place. I don't know why. I think I killed it, but I'm not sure. It's the fine I think? Yeah, it's a fine brush. Kind of small, meant for small areas, but I used it for big areas, which might why it looks as it looks. It's still pretty sturdy and it still works fine. Then let's go to the next one, which also a color. This one. I think most of you know what this is. It's a Copic opaque white. I bought it with a small. It's how much is it in it? I don't know. 10 milliliters. Is that correct? This is the brush. Comes with it. It's this. You can't really use that. I know it's a fine brush and it's supposed to add small details, but every time I try, it just gives one big giant blob of color, and you sit there and wonder, why did you do this to me? But I love it. It's a great color, and I love Copic. I don't have any more Copics than this at the moment. It's kind of sad, but meh, it will come in time. Then I have, oh sorry, this is metal. Then I have this Pepsodent toothbrush for flickering, kind of dirty, flickering colors around, which if I want splatter, of colors, which is kind of awesome. So I recommend using an old toothbrush. Brand doesn't matter, just use an old toothbrush, buy a new one that's cheap and use it to flick colors. Then I have this salt. I use that for my backgrounds on pictures. Just add it on wet watercolors and you will get amazing results. Just make sure that you don't use too much. Then I have markers. I can't even speak, I can't pronounce it. They're in a carrot case. I hate this carrot case, but it fits. Okay, I bought 2 sets. This was the first set I bought. It was a manga starter set and pretty decent colors, but not good enough. As you can see, doesn't really help you shade. It doesn't really make it easy on you because they had these papers that was supposed to help you show off how you could shade and stuff, but it's that you can just shade with one green, you can't just shade with one yellow. The difference. And these two bad boys didn't really help either. It's dusky pink and cinnamon, and they are totally different scales. I don't know. Please Pro Markers it together a better set for manga. But this is how it looks. Is this a brush nib? I think this is not a brush nib. This is a fine nib, I think. I don't really like it. It's kind of too sturdy for me. It doesn't really flex. But I like the color. And here's the brush tip. That's how it looks. They also have some like this, if you can see. They have the numbers of the paint color, not paint, color on the bottom. This is how it looks. These are the ones I got. I don't really use them. I hope to get some copies to fill up the collection with. Yes, I have copies, but I don't own one because I'm too lazy to go buy. Okay. Then we have my pencils. Come here. Here they are. Maybe I should try and get you guys to like, as you should. I have two Sakura, but this is the micron one. It's 045 and it's what color was it? Sepia. That's how it looks. It's kind of good. Kind of small. Haven't dried out. It's Artsupply ink, so when it's dried, it's waterproof, which is really good. Here's the letter set one, which I got with my markers on the first set, the manga set. Also 03, looks like this. Pretty decent. Will not talk so much about it. These three are Architect, Document, Fine Liners. And I love these because these are my first fine liners I used. This is how it looks. This is the 01. It's really small, but I really like them. They're decent enough what I use them for. And then we have my beloved collection of Sakura Jelly Rolls. I have 3 in the metallic one, green, gold and silver. They're pretty decent, but a bit too dark. I have a white one for highlights, a purple one, and a red one. This kind of looks like pink, but it's actually red, and the nib looks like this. I also show the nib on the golden ones. Oh, the glitz ones, it doesn't really look that different. You can actually see the color as well in it, which I love. It kind of resembles it a bit. Then we have these. These are my Faber-Castell 8-bit artist pens. I bought this before I went on holiday. I really like them. There are 8 of them. I will just show you. I have a shaded version here that you can see the colors. Kind of hard to see, but okay. I will just show you one brush, one small and one medium. These are how they look. I won't use this paper, but this is how they look. That's a medium one, which represent 07. The small one represent 03, but I think it's a bit bigger than my 03 pen. And then we have a brush one, which looks like this. It's kind of awesome. I love this. These I bought to use for comics, but haven't really gotten into the comics yet, so shh, don't tell anyone. But that's what I bought them for. Thought about at least was to make comics. And then we have my pencil sharpener, Faber-Castell, very simple, very good for, it's kind of made for the polychromes I got, but I'm not really sure, but it looks decent at least. It's very decent. Then I have my color pencils. Yes, I have a really lame and ugly thing to have them in, but I don't really have another choice because I refuse to buy something new. See if I can add them up in the correct shades. Everything. Well, not the correct shades, but the correct way. So, how to draw thing. Let's see here. Now, like this. Oh. Okay, so let's start with the oldest ones, which are these. These are my Inktense ones, and these are my watercolor pencil ones. I got these from my grandpa for a few years ago. I haven't really used them until now. I use them with water on my works. I haven't really used just them, but they kind of look good. It says watercolor from the wet, and this is the Inktense one. I think these have more intense colors than these, but I'm still pretty amazed over how good the quality these drugstore, whatever you call, store brands have. But I really like them. They're cheap enough so I can just waste them on whatever I want, pretty much. Then I have these little bad boys. These are my 24 set of polychromos. This one is rather small inside, the black one, because I kind of use it for sketching. Don't tell anyone, but I did.